Have you ever wondered if you could do something simple, something small, that could add not just years, but decades to your life? Well, today, we're going to break down a single morning habit that, according to the science, might just be the most important thing you do all day.
So, let me ask you this. What if the secret to a much longer, much healthier life wasn't some impossible dream? I used to think it was buried in complex workout plans or expensive supplements, but I found out the real answer, the real secret, is hidden in the first 20 minutes after you wake up. Honestly, what I discovered changed everything for me, and I'm really excited to share it with you.
And just so we're clear, this is not about another magic pill you have to buy. It's not about some miserable diet that makes you give up all the foods you love. And it's definitely not about spending hours you don't have at the gym. No, this is something else entirely. It's simpler, it's easier, and frankly, it's way more powerful.
So what is it? It's a routine backed by solid science that takes less than 20 minutes, and you do it all before your day even really gets going. And you're going to want to stick around because I'm also going to expose the #1 mistake that could be quietly, actively shortening your life right now.
But first, before we get to the solution, we have to understand the problem. I was genuinely shocked when I learned about the hidden dangers lurking in our modern morning routines. Dangers most of us are completely unaware of. And the science behind it is just fascinating.
Okay, check this out. A huge Harvard study followed older adults for decades, and what they found was a shocking difference in 10-year survival rates, and it was all based on one simple thing: what time they ate breakfast. As you can see, the early eaters had a clear, undeniable advantage.
And here's just how serious this is. For every single hour you push your breakfast back, your risk of death goes up by 8 to 11%. I mean, that is a staggering number, right? It just proves it's not only what you eat, but when you eat that sends a crucial signal to your body's internal clock.
Now, the second hidden danger has to do with our movement, or rather the lack of variety in it. Another major Harvard study found that people who only did one single type of exercise, say only walking or only cycling, had a 19% higher risk of premature death. The takeaway here is so clear. It's not just about if you move, it's about how you move that really matters.
All right, that's enough of the scary stuff. Let's get to the solution, the good part. I'm going to walk you through how to turn all this science into a simple 6-step longevity formula that you can literally start using tomorrow morning.
So here it is, the whole routine in one place. Just 6 simple steps. Every single one is designed to work with your body's natural rhythms to boost your health and your longevity. So let's break them down one by one.
Step 1 is all about consistency. You see, your body has this incredible internal clock, and it absolutely loves a predictable schedule. Waking up around the same time every single day, and yeah, I mean even on the weekends, is maybe the most powerful signal you can send it. This one habit helps regulate everything, from your hormones to your metabolism.
Okay, step 2 is about getting things moving before your feet even hit the floor. We're talking just 5 minutes of gentle movement right there in bed. This kickstarts your circulation, it loosens up your joints, and it basically sends a little message to your body that says, hey, good morning, it's time to get going.
Next up, as soon as you stand up, drink a full glass of water. Think about it. You lose a ton of water just by breathing all night, so this is absolutely crucial for rehydrating and firing up your metabolism. Then, you're going to get 5 to 10 minutes of morning sunlight. This one is non-negotiable. It sets your body clock for the entire day and even helps you sleep better that night.
And now for that really critical step. Remember that scary data about the early eaters? Well, this is how you fix it. You want to eat a protein-rich breakfast by 8:30 a.m. You know, as we get older, keeping our muscle mass is one of the most important things for staying healthy and strong, and protein is the key building block for that. It also gives you that steady, stable energy, not the big crash you get from a sugary, carb-heavy breakfast. And finally, after you've had that breakfast, we do our varied movement. Now, this is not some intense, sweaty workout. It's just 10 minutes of different kinds of motion. Remember, it's this variety that the science shows is so incredibly powerful for lowering your risk of premature death.
So the formula itself is pretty simple, right? But look, knowing what to do is only half the battle. Now we need to talk about the biggest mistake we all make, that mental block that stops so many of us from actually doing it.
Does this sound at all familiar? It's that little voice inside our heads that says, oh, I'll start tomorrow, or it's too late for me, the damage is done, I'm too set in my ways. It is the most common, and believe me, the most dangerous excuse there is.
I really, really want you to let this next thought sink in. If you only take away one thing today, please let it be this. The research is absolutely undeniable. It is never, ever, ever too late to make a huge difference in your health and in how long you live.
Your body is an amazing healing machine. I mean, study after study shows that even people who've been sedentary for decades can add years to their life just by starting now. It's kind of like a garden that can be brought back to life no matter how long it's been neglected. So right now, let's agree to just throw that "it's too late" excuse right in the trash.
So, with that in mind, let's turn all this information into a simple challenge. Forget about forever. That's overwhelming. Let's just focus on the next 30 days. This is where your new future can really begin.
Here it is, your 30-day checklist. For 1 month, just one, make this your non-negotiable morning ritual. Don't stress about being perfect, just focus on being consistent. If you commit to this, I promise you, you are going to feel a difference.
So what's the real payoff? What's the big prize at the end of all this? Well, take a look at this number. This single figure represents one of the most powerful promises in all of health science.
By following a routine like this, by just being consistently active, you can reduce your risk of dying from any cause by up to 1/3. Think about that. That's profound. This isn't about fighting one specific disease. It's about strengthening your entire system, building a fortress against everything.
And if you're wondering how this all works on a deep biological level, here's the secret. At the very ends of your chromosomes, you have these little protective caps called telomeres. Think of them like the plastic tips on a shoelace. They naturally get shorter as we get older, but this routine, this kind of consistent, healthy activity, actually helps keep them longer. You are literally slowing down the aging process at a cellular level.
So here's the bottom line. The small, simple choices you make when you first wake up tomorrow morning are going to echo for the rest of your life. Your next 30 days could truly, genuinely define your next 30 years. The only question left is, what will you do tomorrow morning?